What is up and welcome back everyone. Today again we'll be working on the Forester because next video we're actually going to go ahead and do a little more off-roading. I still have my winters on. Not a very good wheel to go off-roading in maybe possibly some mud. It's not supposed to be nice, it's supposed to be 6 degrees, so we have to be careful not to get really stuck. So we're going to put the summers on because at least we can air those out. Winters, small sidewall, we can't air those out at all. And those STI wheels are just too big at 17 inches instead of our 16 inch all season wheels that are like 10 years old that shouldn't be on the car anyways. But they're still better than trying to off-road with winter tires. Then we'll be doing an oil change because, well, I haven't done an oil change in a long time. Probably should have done one about 1,000 kilometers ago, but it's alright. And then finally, we'll be mounting up my mic for my radio because that was the one thing I noticed that was really annoying last off-road adventure. So let's get to it. So these are the wheels I'm talking about. They're the trusty old stock wheels with some Toyo Eclipse all seasons. Not the best wheel, honestly. Also, they've been made 10 years ago, so they're on their last legs. We're just using them because we have to use them. But with my summers on my car, or my winters, not my summers, with my winters on the car, I actually can't get under it to do an oil change. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift up this side, change the wheels on here, super quick, right? Like just impact gun, zip, 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 all done, change those, and then pop these guys on. And then what I can do is I can actually go ahead and get under the car. And just like that, there we go. We have the front wheels changed. They're not torqued yet, but they'll be torqued when I put on the back ones. Don't ever drive your car with two different sizes of wheels. That will shatter the center diff. But this was just so I could get enough room under the car to be able to drain the oil. And then when the oil's draining, I might as well change the rear tires and maybe even torque them. So for oil change, unfortunately not like the STI, I don't have the little thing, so I actually got to undo the 17 mil bolt. Then I'm going to go ahead and put in somewhere over there. I have a stock Subaru or genuine Subaru filter because they're cheap. Why don't you just use them? And yeah, we'll get that going right away. Well, we got the oil change on the Forester, of course, making a mess. I don't think it's possible to change oil without making a mess. But we went ahead, the filter was really tight, so I had to use a screwdriver, but got all changed and all ready to go. So what I think the plan now is we're going to swap the rear tires now to the summer tires. Like that, and like that. So there we go, we have the Forester with its summer tires, which honestly, if you know what I'm planning, aren't going to be on this car for very long, but they're on here for now. We got the oil change, and now we're doing the last thing, probably the most fun thing. I should have done it first, but we're going to be doing it last. And that consists of going ahead and doing something with, well, my radio. So I use this radio for two-way communications, and we're especially going to be using it in the next video because it's going to be cold, and it's not the greatest weather to walk outside and go say, hey, whatever. So what we'll be doing is, as you guys know, I use a mic, and if you've seen in any of the off-road adventures, I use a mic so I don't have to have my radio like right up front. I can put it off to the side and kind of just not use or touch it unless I need to change frequencies or something. But with this mic, I just put it in my cup holder and it's got really annoying real quick. So what we're doing today is we're taking some Velcro and we're gonna stick this on my dash. There is some other methods of using like magnets and stuff and drilling into your dash, but I don't want to drill into my dash, so we're not going to, and we're just going to use some Velcro. And in the car, you can see better exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm using a Pro Clip console mount, and essentially just put a little bit of rubber on here. There's a video up here doing it, but essentially just installed this, and went ahead and then put some rubber on it, and then I take the little clip back here, just clip it on top of there, and it's not moving, but it's nice in a nice spot that if I do, I can just dial the frequencies that I need. But if I don't need to, it's not sitting way up in my dash. And that also means that, if you guys haven't noticed, I also have my phone here, which is great because then I can have my navigations on here and like podcasts or music or whatever on the phone or communications or whatever. So I have it all in this nice right-hand side. The only issue with that is, as I said, this radio sits down in here and it got really annoying real quick. So what we're going to do, stick a little bit of Velcro and stick the mic right here, I think. And then we should be good to go. So I'm gonna cut off a piece and then hopefully get it to go. And there we go. So we have a piece of Velcro right there and a piece of Velcro right here. So theoretically I should be able to go like, there we go. And it just sits there. And then when I need it, ooh, that's strong Velcro. Maybe I need some less strong Velcro, but that works out really well. And then you just run the cable across the back of the shifter and then into the radio like that. So yeah, I think that worked out pretty well. Maybe you need a little less strong Velcro sometimes because, ooh yeah, that's pretty strong. But I put a bigger piece than I needed, so if I like put it off to the side or something, it's still gonna stick. So yeah, there we go. We have our radio all mounted up in a car and it's not sitting in my cup holder anymore. So I went for this specific Velcro arrangement. Probably should have went with a little bit less strong Velcro, but this specific Velcro arrangement with regards to the where I'm placing the hook and I guess the other part, I put the softer, like less grippy part on the back of this radio because this is also my sledding radio. So this hooks up to my backpack like this when I'm snowmobiling. So that means that it sits right here. I didn't want anything scratching me. That meant that we would have to put that kind of more flat, like less loop-like. I guess that's hook and loop. So the hook part on the dash, and that actually worked out really well because it's nice. It's not like super busy, it's just literally like a little flat black square, so that's kind of what we did. And then this little fuzzy part's on the back of here where I just can slap it on and we're good to go. And this is what it looks like when it's all set up. So radio right here, phone right here, deck right here, and down here we have the actual radio itself. So if I need to enter frequencies right here. But I think that's a pretty cool setup and I think that's going to work really well, especially for our next off-road adventure. And speaking of our next off-road adventure, that is what's going to be next. So our next video is going to be probably going through some snow, some mud. I really don't know what's going to happen this Saturday, but that's what we're going to be doing. So with that being said, that's the end of today's video. Today's video is just kind of getting ready, going through. I also checked all my fluids and stuff, made sure that I had the fluids because it's always a good idea to do that before your next trail run. Anyways, that is going to be it for today, as I said, so peace out and stay humble.